Hello guys, welcome back to another lecture in this course. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the data representation. So since now you understand that data refers to the collection of related information or the collection of information, and the data is also categorized as processed and unprocessed information, or data can be structured or unstructured data. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about structured data. So the data can be represented in the form of tables and can be represented in the form of graphs. Then after representing the data in the form of table or in the form of graph, what you need to do now is to analyze the data. Then after analysis or after analyzing the data, then you interpret. So here in data representation, as you can see here with me, I have tables. And this table is a table which contains student results. Okay, as you can see here, this is a general overview of student results. And the data now is structured, or it is arranged in form of rows and columns. And a row is a horizontal representation of data, while a column is a vertical representation of data. So in this table, we can actually see now when we are analyzing our data in data science, we should have what we call variables. And a variable now, it is defined as that it can be measured or counted. So here we can see that our data, it is in the place of columns. And if we are to scroll down here, we can see 1000 rows and 80 columns, which means that we have 80 variables. As you can see here, we have only 8 variables. So each column represents a single variable. 1000 rows that we're having, it means each variable is having 1000 observations. So we assign those 1000 rows into a variable for easy data analysis. So it is because the first row is the label, meaning that it is the name of the variable. So as you can see here, this is the first row, as you can see. So this first row is our label in our table, which indicates that this area is our variable. When you are representing data, you go and you collect data, then you are representing it as a table. Then the first row here represents the label of the data. Even if you put this data on Excel, this first row, as you can see, it will always represent the label or represent the variable of your data. And the rest that follows in these columns, these are your observations. I think this is all for this lesson. So in this lesson, we've talked about the variables, and we've talked about how we represent data. We can represent data even by plotting a graph or by using tables. In the first label in our table here, meaning the first row in our table, represent the variables or the label of our data. And all these are observations. I think this is all for this lesson. Thank you for watching. See you on the next lesson. Bye-bye.